Okay, the first step in doing a partial fractions is to factor the denominator. And it looks fairly simple. Let me get my pen out first of all. So looking at that denominator, I'm seeing it as 2x minus 3, and then I see it as 2x plus 3. Put a plus sign between it. And then what I don't know is I don't know the numerator, so I'm gonna put a and b down. Now, what I'm going to do next, I'm going to multiply both sides by the LCD, and if you do that, you're going to get 8x minus 6 equals a times 2x plus 3 plus b 2x minus 3. All right, here comes the tough part for a lot of students is basically, I realize what Wells is doing, but I'm going to do something a little bit different. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select a value for x that makes it easy for me to deal with the problem. So I'm going to let x equal, well, let's take a look at this. I'm going to let it equal minus, no, I'm going to let it equal 3/2. All right? I'm going to put this over here, and you'll see why I'm choosing 3/2 in a second. So if I chose 3/2, what would you get? What's 8 times 3/2? Well, that's going to be, let's see, 12. And 12 minus 6 is 6. Now I'm gonna plug it into the term where the coefficient is a, and what would you get over there? Well, if you plug it in, you'd get 3 plus 3, which is 6. I get 6a. Then if you plug into the second term where the b coefficient, that would be 0, and that's the reason I picked this. So now I know a is 1. I'm getting my eraser out, and I'll put the 1 down. All right, so someone says, what's the next easy x you could pick? I'm going to let x equal minus 3/2. Well, what do you get there? You're going to get minus 12 minus 6, which is minus 18. And then on the right side, where the coefficient is a, that would turn out to be 0. And then the coefficient on the b now, let's take a look at that. That would give you minus 3, which is minus 6b. Well, that looks pretty simple too. What do I get? A equals 3. I'm sorry, b, I'm sorry. Let me erase this over here and put the 3 down, and we're done. All right, I realize what Wells does, very similar. I'm not saying it's much different. And what I did over here is I want to point out a lot of work over there. And you still get the same answer, by the way. Let's go to the bottom. Oh, well, that's a lot of work, isn't it? Okay, right over here. All right, 3/2x plus 3. Let's go back up here. I got that. And 1/2x minus 3. All right? Now, by the way, I do present both methods for you. I present what Wells does, and I'm also presenting what I'm doing. All right, you decide what works for you, though. And what works for you is what works for you. And that's critical that you find something that works for you. All right? Thank you.